Yo, what's going on, guys? It's David here. Welcome to my welcome to my podcast again. And thanks for visiting. And hope you guys had a wonderful day. So, yeah, I had a wonderful day as well. So let me talk a little bit about it. And yeah, I'm going to do the topic today. So yeah, let me tell you guys a little bit. So today I went to a charcoal fire barbecue restaurant. Yeah, it is a really fancy restaurant. So yeah, we didn't go there for no reason. Yeah, we went there for the reason. So the reason why we went to the restaurant is because yeah, it is because of my birthday. Uh, but some of you guys might say like, hey David, your birthday is in January 23rd, but and today is not January 23rd, but uh, what is the you go there for your birthday? You go there for your birthday dinner. So let me try to explain. So uh, so January 23rd is 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later in Monday. But yeah, at that time it is Lunar New Year's Day, which means yeah we need to go to I need to go to my grandmother's house. I need to go to my mom's grandma's house. I need to go to my father's grandparents' house. So which means yeah, we were very busy at the time. So yeah, that's why yeah, we went to a restaurant. We had a dinner in restaurant uh early. And that is the reason. And now I'm going to talk about what I did and what I eat in the restaurant. In the restaurant, I had yeah, of course it is a barbecue restaurant, so I had a barbecue and it was really delicious. And I think it was, even more delicious because, usually you roast your barbecue on fry pan, but in the restaurant we use charcoal to roast the barbecue, and I think it was even more delicious. And yeah, and I also had a lettuce there. Yeah. Oh, I mean, so yeah, there was the lettuce. It's not a normal lettuce. So I also had a lettuce seasoned with cider and vinegar. Uh, I I eat that with barbecue. Yeah, I eat together. It was really delicious, and also had a japchae there. I also had a japchae. Yeah, japchae is a traditional Korean food. Japchae is a traditional Korean food. Well, yeah, I think I can show you guys really quickly on Google. One moment. Uh, so okay, now you guys can see my screen. So, by the way, I don't know how to spell it in English, so I'll just type in Korean. Okay, sorry. So yeah, this is japchae. Yeah, so japchae is kind of like a noodle, but yeah, but there is no sauce. There's no noodle sauce. But beside of sauce, there are a lot of vegetables as you can see. Like there are mushrooms, carrots, green onion, and onion. Also some eggs, and yeah, a lot of vegetables. This is japchae. Yeah, it was really delicious. Yeah, there is a japchae for the how do I say side dish. And yeah, and after I had barbecue, I also had a 된장찌개. 된장찌개 is the one of the traditional Korean food. And also I had cold noodles. Yeah, there is also a cold noodle after barbecue. Cold noodle is after how do I say this, after eating meat menu. Yeah, it is called after eating meat menu. So yeah, there is a cold noodle for the menu, and yeah, I also ordered cold noodle because it is one of my favorite food, and yeah, I really love eating cold noodles. So yeah, I also eat that. It was really delicious, and yeah, and I also had a and there were also cookies, and so I had a cookies for dessert also. Uh, I had a there were chocolate milk. I had a chocolate milk for dessert as well. It was actually really delicious. Like I wish I could go there again. Uh, so well, yeah, hopefully I can go there again. Maybe. Oh, I guess yeah. So Car's birthday is uh June 23rd. I think I can go there maybe in 5 months. Okay, so but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Well, so today let's start today's topic. So today I decided to talk about a movie. So the title of the movie is Castaway. I guess yes, some of you guys might know Castaway because it is a really famous movie, and it is a really famous movie. So some of you guys might know, but so yeah, it is a really famous movie. Actually, so I watched it when I was, like a really little, when I was like, 4 or 5 years old kids. Yes, I have also watched it, but I watched it one more time on YouTube. I watched the summary, uh, and I was like, really interesting because I even though I've already watched it, it was a long time ago, so I almost forgot like a 90%, but when I watched it again, it was really interesting, fun. So I wanted to introduce you guys about this, movie. Or there is a people that don't know this movie, so that's why, yeah, I'm doing this show of it. So, yeah, let's start. So, one moment. Where did you go? Oh, yeah, here. So, yeah, let me tell you guys the story. So, the main character, the hero of the story is Chuck. The main character's name is Chuck, and he's a FedEx employee. He's a FedEx employee. Uh, FedEx employee. Well, yeah, I'll explain this in later. So, the main character Chuck was having a Christmas Eve dinner with his fiancee Kelly. Uh, so yeah, it was Christmas Eve. He was dating with her, but suddenly he was paged, which means he needs to go. So, but before he go, they exchange Christmas gifts in front of cargo planes. Like so, and Kelly, the Chuck's fiance, gave Chuck a pocket watch uh, that her grandfather used, and inside it was a inside it was in and inside there was a picture of Kelly. I mean, I think, in my opinion, I think yeah, it is one of the best gifts for Christmas. Chuck might be very happy. But actually, you know what? But the Chuck, but actually, Chuck was like, yeah, he was like, he forgot. He seems like he was forgotten. Like he forgot to get the Christmas gift, and so yeah, he was like it, and so yeah, he just gave the diary that he get in the work, and he just gave two towels, and actually, but he was pretending, and then but actually he was like, oh bye, I need to go now. But yeah, he came back, and you think I forgot? Oh, here's the real present, and he gave the really fancy ring, and then he promised her to see her again. uh oh, wait a minute, I have a sore throat. Oh, and then yeah, and then he promised to meet on a New Year's Eve. He promised her to meet on a New Year's Eve, and then Chuck leaves. 'Cause, yeah, as I told you, he was paid, he used to go. So the the cargo plane was on its way to Malaysia. The plane was going to Malaysia. Uh, but but the disaster happens, right? So, well, yeah, thanks to the storm, the plane deviated a little bit from its course for a while. Yeah, but actually, Chuck didn't really care about it. Like Chuck didn't much care about it. Like he was like, oh, nothing bad will happen. I don't really care, And sleepy, I think I'll just go to sleep again. And well, actually, Chuck, Chuck, the main character, is yeah, is a really busy man. like he sleeps only a few hours and he works really hard and he works really hard. So yeah, he's very sleepy. So he wants to so he closes his eyes again to sleep. But yeah, suddenly the airplane crashed. The airplane crashing to airplane is falling from the sky. Airplane is to the falling to the sea. So but yeah, but fortunately he had a lifeboat, so yeah, he survived from the airplane crashing. But yeah, and then he fainted for a while. Yeah, but like, and in the boat, like all he can do at that time was just jump on the lifeboat and grab the rope and just hanging hanging on the like just holding. And that's what all he can do. But actually, he fainted for a while, and when he was awake, he realized that he was in an island that no one is living, or yeah, he was in an island that was in a desert island. Like, yeah, no people. Like there are no people, and actually he needs to find the water, right? Because I think maybe if he can't find the water, then he might gonna die. Yeah, fortunately there were tons of cocoa co coconut tree. So yeah, actually he don't really have to worry about the water, which is really good. Well, I think yeah. Well, I think at the time he felt really relieved, right? Um, and then he was looking around the island because it's his first time, and actually he found the body of his fellow uh, avatar, like Albert, like a dead body, like Albert is his friends. Yeah, they were both in the airplane, but he survived and Albert death. Well, anyway, so he was like really, oh, Albert, and then Chuck collect the flashlight and shoes from him, and then he buried Albert in the let's say ground. And a few days later, Chuck sees a light in the distance. He was like, "Oh, hey, come here! Hey, come here! Here's a people. Here's a person. Like, please see me. SOS! Help!" Like it was like this, but they couldn't hear it or they couldn't see it, so they just passed 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 away. But and the next day, Chuck attempts. How do I say? Chuck attempts to escape the island using a lifeboat and a pedal, but but he returns to the island with only a hole in the boat. I mean, which is really sad, right? He, and but he still tries. He still tries, a few more times, but yeah, he failed. Well, actually, if I were in his shoes, then if I fail at the first time, maybe I will realize that, oh no, it is impossible and try to do something else. But well, anyway, yeah, he tried few times and failed. So he also realized that I think it is impossible. So uh, he came back to the island, and actually there were some boxes in the island because the boxes, because yeah, the cargo plane is carrying a lot of luggage. Airplane cargo plane is carrying a lot of stuffs, and when an airplane crashed, how do I say this? Yeah, some stuffs float on the water and came to the island. So there were some boxes, and yeah, actually the truck opened it. Truck opened it, and in the boxes there were ice skates, there were dress, and uh what is it? Yeah, return package. Uh, and he was like, "Oh, I guess these are all useful, and uh maybe I can return this package. Maybe I can return the package to the owner when I leave the island." Because yeah, and yeah, which means yeah, he make a small reason why he should survive, right? So, well, anyway, and then he needs to eat something to survive, right? So uh he make a fish net with a dress that the dress that was in the boxes. He make a fish net and he catch fish and eat it. And actually, you know what? He didn't have anything to eat together, like salt or a sauce. It was like ew, gross. Well, but what can he do? He needs to eat to live. He needs to eat to survive. So he have no choice but to eat the gross fish. Yeah, it doesn't taste well. But he has no choice. Well, actually, if I were him, then I would have find something different, right? I don't want to eat. Uh, you know. Wait a minute. Let me find a word quickly. A fishy fish. I don't want to eat a smell fish. I don't want to eat a bad smell fish. I think it is pretty. It is terrible. But well, anyway. And he also make a spear with ice skates. So yeah, he found the longest wood stick, and then he make a spear. Like he make it sharper with ice skates. Ice skates has an iron part, and iron part is a little sharp. And yeah, he make a spears with it, and he also catch a crab. And actually, the crab didn't taste well, but at least it is better than fish. Well, anyway, so now he doesn't have to worry about eating. So the eating problem solved. But how does yeah, but actually, he needs to. But actually, it is cold in the island, bro. So yeah, he needs to make a fire. But so he tries to make a fire with the wood and some stones, but it didn't really work as he expected. Like so, he tried so many times. He fails over and over again. And then he tries one more time. Oh, this is the last time, and he tried really hard, but actually he failed, and he was so upset. Like, oh, are you kidding me? And like, he was so upset. So he just threw out everything. He was like shouting, ah, because he was so upset. But then later, yeah, he calmed down and he washed his hands because there were a lot of bloods on his hands because he touched a little. He touched too many sharp things like wood to make the fire. He's a lot of power. Yes, actually. So anyway, he had the blood on his hands, uh, and then yeah, he sees. Then yeah, he's on the floor. How does it? And then yeah, he found the volleyball on the floor that he throw. Well, actually, when he was upset, he grabbed the volleyball like this, and then he just threw it because he was so upset. And actually, there were a handprint. There were red handprint. Because yeah, he had the blood on his hands. And actually, he thought the handprint is kind of like a human's face. So um, it was kind of like a human face, and he was so lonely. So he tried to make a friends. Like he drew eyes and nose, also mouth to make it look real. And he named it Wilson. 'Cause, yeah, he needs someone. I mean, I think. If I were Chuck, I would have also been really lonely. Like imagine, like if you're in the island that no one is in, and it is pretty scary in the dark. I mean, you need someone to talk, or if you have someone, then you guys can ding each other and try to escape. But if you're alone, you're very lonely, right? So he makes friends and he spent time, talking with Wilson, playing with Wilson. Yeah, he did imagine talking with Wilson. Well, that's how he spent times. So yeah, that's so he can live like that. And late in few days, he succeed in making fire. So now all the problem is solved. But he can live like this for forever. Well, and then the story changed. So 4 years later. Oh well, I think I think we already talked a lot today, so I think I'm going to do the next story next week, and next story next week, I guess, because today we already did over 10 minutes. Oh, and by the way, after finishing this movie, I'm going to do the second Medic Trust, second book of Medic Trials. So yeah, get ready for it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch my second Medic Trials story, or if you want to watch the second Castaway story, then don't forget to like and subscribe. I will save it. Well, I hope you guys find it useful. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. Goodbye.